Bonjour. The French are in combat aviation news again because they released a video of their participation in Atlantic Trident with the Rafale, and some are saying it's evidence of another 5th-gen kill. If you remember, way back in the day, Gonki and I did a review or breakdown of them fighting a 2-tank F-22 versus Rafale fight in the UAE.
Couple times that I've seen the Raptor fight, this is definitely different than what I've and the F-22 just has tremendous three-dimensional ability compared to other. So like it just doesn't make sense to me why the Rafale would chase him downhill if the Raptor guy or gal was Cali.
And now they've got footage of them fighting both the Hornet and the F-35. So let's take a look, break it down, see what we can learn.
3, 2, 1, fight off.
Okay, here we go. This is from the Armée de l'Air et de l'Espace official page. Pardon my French. It's bad. I know. I don't speak French, so all this stuff is going to be useless. They flew with the Finnish Air Force. That's it. I mean, it's not a bad looking airplane. Music is acceptable, I guess. It's like, stop talking. Nice.
Dans le silence du Nord, les moteurs rugissent.
All right, what do we got? Lake and Heath Fat Amy, Lake and Heath Strike Eagles, and Hornets, and that's the Airbus.
Les alliances s'affirment. L'exercice Atlantique Trident 2025 est lancé.
Pretty cool.
Accueilli par la Finlande.
So Finnish Hornet, these are 9G capable, so higher performance than the C models. They're C models, they're not Super Hornets, but they are quite the BFM machines.
No frequency, no RTO today, or
briefing in a trailer. That's about right. I'm jealous of the beard. Like, seriously. Why is that not a thing everywhere? All right, this is a 3-bag jet, so ew. Cool shot. I like that they have their maintainers do the walk around with them. That's pretty cool. In the States, no. He wouldn't show you everything. But that's good. I would need a maintainer to show me everything. We need to have that. That should be the thing we do. Awesome. There's the family model. Yeah, 2-bag with targeting pod. Turn in fights on. That obviously that audio does not match what they're doing because nobody turns in fights on from fingertip. But I'm going to play this section all the way through, and then we'll come back. I'll talk about it and break it down. I know people get mad at me for doing this. Here we go. So anyway, yep, that was fingertip. There's BFM with the mud hen. Of course, that's an easy target. That's Fat Amy. That's the Hornet. Clean Hornet. Single tank Hornet. 3-bag. That's just for photos. And then there's the overhead brake. Not too shabby. And that's it. That is what everybody's going off of as far as the kill. Saying that they beat Fat Amy, which is, yeah, okay. All right. Let's start out from the beginning. Can a clean Rafale beat a clean F-35? Yes. I mean, any given Sunday, right? Anything is possible. Rafale is a highly maneuverable aircraft. Is it going to do much BVR against Fat Amy? Probably not. It doesn't have the sensor suite that the F-35 has. But within visual range, that's kind of the sport of kings. All bets are off as far as all the tech, because now you're just looking at pure maneuverability, especially when you're talking guns kills. You start talking high off bore side stuff, that's a whole different story. But just 1v1, mano y mano, settling it with the gun. Yeah, Rafale can definitely do some work. So it's definitely capable. However, is that what happened here? I don't think so. I mean, first of all, that audio doesn't match. He's flying like that would be a weird setup. It's not impossible. They are European. Maybe we start out en route and we do the fat lady's ass and come back around and then merge. That would not be completely unusual. But obviously this is just a music video. All right, so there he is. That is clearly offensive on the Strike Eagle. Definitely give them that. It's like clubbing baby seals. They're not very good. The guy in the back is just telling them to jank right now, so I'll allow it. This is completely inconclusive. Now, is it possible that a Rafale is offensive against F-35? Yes. It is what it is. I mean, I'd be a clean Viper. It would give you a challenge. Is that what this is showing? I have no idea. That's because this is from the targeting pod or whatever electro-optical system they have, FLIR. So we don't know the look angle because it's not necessarily bore sight centerline with the aircraft. So it could be looking off. It could be looking, anywhere in a cone. So there's not really anything conclusive other than they've got a picture of it in their targeting pod. It's a cool picture. It's a cool track, but this could be defensive. I mean, they could have been doing a defensive BFM set. And that's the other thing too, is when we go out there, there's 3 scenarios we do. Offensive, where we start cooperatively. Offensive, 1.5 miles, 3,000 feet from the other person. Defensive, where we swap roles and we start defensive. And then high aspect, which is a neutral fight. So we don't know the starting set. This could have been the start of a defensive set. Everything's blurred. So I would not definitively say this is an F-35 kill. However, the Rafale is more than capable of getting an F-35 kill, I think. I mean, I think it's maneuverable enough within visual range in a basic fighter maneuver scenario to do this. But there it is. Take the shot. I mean, I don't know. I think this is just PA with their comm splicing stuff in. But you can see, it's in probably afterburner. So this kind of looks like it's after a brake turn or something. I don't know that. I mean, this is just watching the aspect angle change. I don't know that they're really in a guns whiz here, but and then it loses track. All right, well, he's defensive right here, or at least high aspect, because look where he's looking. So that could have been a defensive setup for sure. And then this is probably some kind of Fox 2. I mean, he's for sure offensive. Slow speeds, only pulling 1.7 Gs. This is the end of the fight. The Hornet is doing some high alpha maneuvering. And the Rafale can do a bunch of high alpha maneuvering itself. So that'd be a fun fight to watch. I wish we could see the full thing and not just the music video, But, I mean, probably calling a missile kill, which is valid. Nothing wrong with that. There it is again. God, that's a good looking airplane. You can see the Lexus. You can see the airflow off the Lexus, which is a really cool shot. And you can definitely tell that it's slow speed. Unlike the F-35 earlier that didn't look like it was G'd up all that much or high alpha. Because you start getting the cons or the vapes, the slower you are on any aircraft and, the higher angle of attack. So this is slow speed. And this looks more likely to be an offensive position as well. And obviously look where he's looking. And this is just flying straight and level. This is not even anything. And there's your 3-bag jet. They're not fighting it with a 3-bag jet. That's either the centerline bag or completely clean. I would hope they do completely clean. It's a cool video. I mean, it's a cool jet. They're highly maneuverable. They got a lot of flack lately because of the India-Pakistan thing, which I don't think is fair. But cool airplane. Not 5th gen, you know, so when we start talking beyond visual range stuff, it's not going to be as good as F-35, but within visual range, it's very capable. I would not sleep on one at all. And there's the gaggle of fat Amy's. Ooh, okay.
Je suis relativement nouveau sur le F-35, donc c'est ma première interaction avec les Rafales et les Français. Ça a été une expérience très agréable.
They redacted the dude's name.
Avec eux. C'est là que j'ai pu interagir en face à face avec tous les pilotes. Dans l'ensemble, je suis très impressionné par les Rafales et leurs compétences.
I wish they had underdubbed it because the dude's speaking English. And this is awesome. See, this is just an awesome experience.
Cela commence par la
You're talking about they did BFM and a whole bunch of other stuff.
se poursuit par des missions plus complexes comme la DCA, la contre-attaque aérienne défensive.
Oh, they got rides.
Suppression des défenses aériennes
cool.
ennemies. Et enfin, la plus
Strike
complexe,
Eagle.
l'attaque aérienne offensive, l'OCA. Voilà toutes les missions que nous
Anyway, all right. So what do we learn? Not much anything. Is it plausible? Yes. Is the F-35 capable in the within visual range environment? Yeah. I mean, we call it Fat Amy, but that's because she's the way she looks, not the way she flies. It's a good flying aircraft. It combines a lot of the cool stuff of the F-16 and the F-18. You know, 9Gs plus maneuverability, all that. It just can't. It can't sustain it quite like the F-16 can, but it's still a very competent aircraft. And then beyond visual range, I mean, it's just got all the toys. So, you know, I don't think that's even up for debate. But stuff like this is usually within visual range and, you know, for bragging rights, just for funsies. And it's very, very possible. That Rafale versus the Finnish Hornet would be a fun dogfight to watch because it's 2 jets that are super highly maneuverable. They're not super maneuverable, but they're highly maneuverable. And it'd be cool to see the actual tape other than just kind of the end game there with everything redacted. And that's what it is. It's all redacted. I mean, a targeting pod video, you can't tell anything. I mean, just because you got a video of a F-35 in a brake turn doesn't tell me anything other than you got a video of an F-35 in a brake turn. But anyway, cool video. I'm glad we're all NATO partners and friends and having fun and going out there and working together. So let me know in the comments what you think. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.